evening, and welcome to another Malkat gin review. Tonight we are reviewing Greytown Distilling's gins. Well, we'd seen these before, and I kind of raised an eyebrow and went, gin in a tin? We were in Greytown for a bit of a drive and found their store. Well, it's not. It's a tasting
we were in Greytown
area.
and we decided while we were there that we would pop into their distillery, but it's not truly their distillery. It's a tasting room in the back of a bike shop.
Yeah, Blackwell Sons.
But it's a bike shop with a bit of a theme.
It's kind of an antique-y style.
Yeah. It's got a very vintage feel to it, and they sell vintage style bikes and they sell vintage style electric bikes and all kinds of paraphernalia that you would get if you were an old school gentleman and you want to go out and play petanque and then ride your bike and have like a little one of those caps, those flat caps.
Straw boaters.
Or a straw boater,
Yeah. And so in the bike store they have a tasting window. Booth. And so, as you do, we wandered in and did a bit of a tasting. They have a number of gins in there. 4, I think.
4.
Yeah. And we decided to pick 2 that we liked. We were talking to Adam, one of the owners, because I was curious, why gin in a tin? It all makes sense when you talk to them. When they first started the company, they envisaged it being an online business. They made the conscious decision to go with tin because it was lighter, so reduced shipping costs, was more robust, you wouldn't get as many breakages. Not only that, they've kind of extended the theme in that they've gone with a scheme where you can bring the tins back and get them refilled and get $5 off the price.
So sustainable.
Yeah. Perfectly logical. The tin's inert, so it doesn't impart any flavour into the gin.
Stainless steel,
yeah. That's what I said.
Whatever, don't science me.
First of all, we are going to start with the Stationmaster. Is, I think, a classic London dry style.
Yes, is this the one that has apple walnut, and cassia?
Correct. And just on those, it is a classic sort of clean London dry style.
And they're both 42% ABV.
I think I do get a hint of the apple coming through though. Tasty.
Yeah.
It's clean, it's balanced. I think there's a hint of the apple.
It's a little bit.
The cassia. For those that don't know, cassia is a type of cinnamon. There's not a strong cinnamon flavour coming through. Yeah, a little bit of alcohol burn.
Quite a leggy glass.
So let's try it as a G&T.
Even though I know it's a dry, I'm getting quite a floral, cinnamon, spicy. I'm getting spice.
That's delicious as G&T. Just crisp.
I think the apple comes through now.
Yeah, I think it does. Garnishing.
Ooh.
Maybe a slice of apple in that rather than your citrus, but it would pair quite nicely with
a pear.
Well, it probably would actually, but it would pair quite nicely with citrus as well.
Well, you've got a nice pear in the fridge.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having what's it called?
Poached pears. There's a label on here because it's so nice. It's become part of their martini connoisseur collection, whatever that means. Probably good for a martini. Having said that,
we don't have any dry vermouth. So
we don't have any dry vermouth, but
we ran out last week.
Yeah, where I was going with that is the Tweed is what they describe as their martini gin.
Yes.
Can't remember what's in that one.
But let me tell you, this one is meant to be spicy because it has cardamom, which is softened by chamomile and elderflower with lemon peel citrus notes that lurk beneath the surface.
Yeah, I'm getting the citrus and slightly spicy and floral notes. I can definitely smell the cardamom. I can definitely taste the cardamom too. There's a lot more going on in that one.
To me, this one has a softer smell.
But I get it's a lot more warming on the palate. There's that warm spice flavour coming through.
And so just maybe slightly sweeter, which is interesting given that it's spicy. Spicy sweet. So sort of like, if you think about stewed fruit, kind of a...
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Whereas that one's quite crisp. That one's, you've got a softer, more warming flavour to it. Very different gins. Way more complex flavour in that one.
It's not like gin for the sake of gin. Again, soft, quite sort of soft, although it's got a lot more going on. It's slightly, to me, a bit more balanced than that one, and I think that's because it had to be, because they've put more into it.
Yeah, I do get...
But it's probably because that one's dry and crisp, and that one's...
I do still get the slight cardamom aftertaste, but it's not overpowering. It's not unpleasantly so.
It's interesting that this is their one for a martini. I mean, to me, I think I would prefer the Stationmaster as the martini.
Yeah, I guess it's that preference. I guess I do like quite a London dry style gin for my martinis.
And the more I have it, the more I think... I know it's supposed to be sweet.
Yeah.
It's definitely sweeter.
Be a bit radical here and say that I think I'd prefer that one for a Negroni.
Well, we could always make a Negroni.
We could. Maybe not tonight.
Oh, but I will when you're here.
So I did ask about distillery tours, and they did talk about the fact that they are building a new distillery and visitor centre. So I should expect in the coming months that you'll be able to go and do tours and visits and proper tastings rather than just out of there.
You know, it's still a good experience. We can get there at a time of day that you want to drink gin and there aren't too many people waiting around for. And I will say that marketing-wise, for full transparency, I know Adam from a previous theatre life, who would have thought, and he's a very good writer, and you can see that weaved through all the marketing material, and along with this we got given a little book on cocktails, and it's very cleverly written.
I guess the only thing I'd say about the whole thing with the tins, it does have this lip on it, which does make pouring them a little bit tricky.
Oddly satisfying, but you lose some. Maybe I just needed to pour more faster.
Yeah.
Pour more.
Practice.
Faster.
I feel like practice is required. You'll get it.
Yeah. All in the wrist.
Yeah. But other than that, good product. Tasty.
I'm not sure I could go one way or the other, again, on which I think I prefer. I think it just depends on how you feel on the day. Daily
drinker is probably the Stagecoach more than the Tweed.
They did have a seafarer one, which we quite liked as well. We might.
Yeah. Best thing to do, I think, would be take a drive to Greytown, go and do a tasting for yourself, and make your own mind up.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe with a designated driver, though, because it's far from us to condone drinking and driving.
Have a weekend. We had lunch at the White Swan.
As you do when you go to Greytown.
And in the past, sometimes the service there has been hit and miss, but actually they were really good.
Spot on.
Spot on. Lovely people, and really looked after us without knowing us from Adam.
And right across the road from Greytown Distilling.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better. On that note, gin is the winners.